All right, friends, you know what time it is when you hear that music and you see Rocky running down the street. It's time for evening walk and talk. Let me go ahead and get this camera flipped around. And there is one. Let me get the other one flipped around. There's two. Ready to go. Got my watch set. Got my water bottle. And let's do it. Got my gloves on because it's probably chilly out. My phone's trying to reconnect. I don't know why it's having a problem. I'm in the house. My iPhone's on. So it should be able to connect, no problem. Okay. Let's do it. Let me get my glove ready. There we go. Keys. Do I have my keys? No, I don't have my keys. Let's get my keys just in case I need them. Well, I gotta lock my door, so I do need them. Oh, looks like it's raining out. Guess I need to get my hat. Get my safari hat to keep the rain off of my head and off of my neck. Doesn't really fit too well with my I look funny. Well, I always look funny, but I look even funnier now. So let me lock my door. Keep the crackheads out. This morning I took a walk and I didn't lock my door. And I guess I didn't close it hard enough. And when I came back, my door was wide open. So I had to go in and make sure there were no crackheads in my house. Oh, I know why my hat didn't fit good. Because I don't have my knit cap on. I have my newsboy hat on. Oh well, doesn't matter. Just want to keep the raindrops off my head. I'll get triple hat action going. Look at that. Who have we seen wear triple hats? I'm not trying to impress anyone. Just got to put in my steps. Got to put in my 3,200 steps. Even though technically I don't need to put in that many. Because I already did like 5,000 this morning. Or this afternoon. How you doing? What's that? Yep, doing my daily walk. Have a good night. All right, so I just did a video that I already posted. So you should see it either on my Facebook or my X account. A little FaceTime video. And now I'm doing my stream video. And then I also did another live stream doing a demo of localbusinessnow.com. So I'm editing that. I'm cutting down all the pauses and ums and ahs and all that kind of stuff, just so it's a little tighter when I publish it. So I may be able to finish that tonight. If not, I can finish it up tomorrow. There's no hurry on it. Let's go check the break room. See what's in here. Oh, we got some cans of food in here. Looks like tuna or salmon. Let me go ahead and grab those. Yeah, look at that. Natural salmon or yellowfin tuna. I'll grab those. Stockpiling. You never know when you may need a can of tuna. I've got stacks and stacks of tuna and salmon and chicken. See, that's why I say I don't need to go shopping, because I get food from everywhere. Like yesterday, I went and helped my friend. She's having a hard time walking because she's got a leg and hip issue going on. So I went and picked up lunch from the Boiling Crab. Got some shrimp, calamari rings, French fries, some catfish, all fried, of course, except for the shrimp. The shrimp was spicy Cajun or spicy Louisiana style, whatever it is. And so that was free lunch. You know, I may go shopping once in a while, but really don't see that I'll have to unless I need something specific. The other day I picked up a can of evaporated milk from the clubhouse. Somebody left it there. And I've been using that. I used it in my coffee and made some chocolate milk. So I took my free 1% skim milk, added a little bit of evaporated milk to it, and then added some cocoa powder that my friend bought me yesterday because I went shopping for her, and she has an EBT card, and she says, get whatever you need. So got a couple of things. I like putting cocoa powder in my coffee as well. So put some cocoa powder in there, some stevia, and it's really good chocolate milk or hot cocoa if you want to heat it up. So I found out the name of the supplement that I couldn't think of the other day. So it's BCAA. I've got a big bag of bulk powder BCAA. So I put a tablespoon in my water here, and supposedly it's good for muscle growth. So I'm putting it in my water so I can drink it on my walk. And then after my walk, I do my dumbbell workout. So I'm going to be buff before you know it. But I really didn't want to get out and walk. I was nice and comfy and started getting sleepy at the computer. I said, no, I got to get out and walk. So I put on my Rocky music, strapped my watch on, got my live stream ready, and hit the button. And here I am. So after my walk, I'll be wide awake. And then I'll do my dumbbell workout. I think I'm going to be graduating from those 8-pound dumbbells pretty quickly. So we'll see after a month of doing those how I feel. I'd like to get some of those adjustable ones where you sit it in a little carrier and then you turn the dial and it adds the additional weight, because I don't have a lot of space for a whole bunch of weights. And that's just a small footprint for a lot of different size weights. So I looked at them before. They started at about $50, I think. So I'll look into those when the 8-pounders are not doing anything for me. But right now the 8-pounders are good enough just to kind of get some burn going. So I may do a little more coding tonight on the website. I'd like to be, oh no, it's already 9 o'clock, so maybe not. I'd like to be in bed by 10, because tomorrow morning's gonna come early. So I'll probably go to bed right after my workout. And then I'll get up early and I'll do some more coding. So I think the next feature I'm going to work on is the microblog. I'm going to add a feature where people can
blog about their business, you know, like in the moment, like what's going on right now in their business. Because that's what I want the website to be, is a dynamic website where people can update things on a regular basis. Kind of like Facebook feed, you know? But unlike Facebook, you're not going to be controlled by the algorithm. People will be able to see everything you post. So, this is really going to be geared towards community and helping small business grow their business. And then my future plans is to offer all these business owners marketing services. So basically, I'll have another level of membership where they can sign up and get more features, more marketing features tied to their profile. So right now I'm a Go High Level user, and my plan is to become a Go High Level SaaS provider. So that way I can provide a custom software solution and white label my own Go High Level. So that's what I'll do. I'll provide a local business now branded CRM, and it'll be tied in directly with the website. So you'll be able to interact with people right from your Go High Level account, right on the website. And do lead generation directly from the website. And then those leads will come directly into your Go High Level. So you'll be able to see the evidence that the website's working for you. And then I'll provide different marketing options through Go High Level. So it'll all be customized specifically for LBN customers. So LBN is the short name for Local Business Now. So maybe I'll call it LBN CRM or Local Business CRM. But it'll have its own branded edition. And as part of your membership to LBN, you'll get the CRM included with that. That's my initial thought anyway. So this is what you call building a plane in the air. This is how I work. I'm not going to sit there and type up a business plan and all these grandiose ideas, because when you get started on developing something, things change so rapidly, especially for me, because that's when I get in my creative element. And as I'm developing, I think of new ideas to implement. So there's no sense in wasting a bunch of time coming up with this plan that wouldn't even see the light of day, right? The plan's in my head. You know, the initial seed idea is in my head. I don't need to sit there and create, some business plan and, it's going to have this feature and that feature. No, I'm just doing it live in the moment, interacting with Claude. And it's turning out great. I got a lot done in 2.5 days. So that's how I roll. No rest for the weary, right? I'm an action person. I take action. If I come up with an idea, I take action and implement it before most people even give it any thought. Most people, they sit there and dwell on stuff. I dwell on some things, but when I get something that I know is a good idea, then I take action on it. Because in that action, things start popping. It's like popcorn. Once you get that flow going, the popcorn starts popping. And you come up with new ideas. Stuff you would have never thought of, when you're sitting there writing in a Word document. It's kind of like painting, right? If you're a painter or an artist, you don't sit there and create a document and plan your art. You just start sketching and drawing and painting, and then the creative juices start flowing, and you're like, oh, I'll put some blue over here and some red over here, and then I'll put a big swoosh over here. That's kind of like what it's like when you're coding and developing, like really writing code. But now, vibe coding is basically allowing you to do the same type thing and program at the speed of thought. So when I give Claude a command and I say, hey, do this, as it's doing it, I'm able to still think and process what it's doing and the next step and what else I want. And sometimes what I'll do is I'll create a document that's got possible commands to feed AI after it's done with the one that I'm doing. So that's the only kind of planning document that I create, because I just want to jot down my ideas as they come to me. And then when Claude's done coding, I go test that feature, debug it if it didn't get it 100% right. And then based on how it feels when I use it, I'm like, oh, need to do this, need to do that. So like, for instance, on the edit page, I told Claude to put a remove button to remove the photo. So say a business owner didn't want that photo anymore on his profile, then they could hit the remove button. Well, initially, Claude put that button on top of the photo, which was fine in the initial draft, but then it became a problem when I added the cropping feature, because the overlay z-index of the button and the crop window were interfering with each other, and it wasn't working properly. And I kept on telling Claude, hey, this ain't working. And it couldn't figure it out. And I said, well, maybe it's the remove button, because the remove button is on top of the photo as well. And the z-index is probably messing with it. And Claude came back and said, good catch. So I told Claude to move the remove button and put it below the photo. And then the cropping feature worked instantly. So that's what I mean. You got to still kind of be a programmer, even if you're having Claude write code, because you as the human can spot things and think of things that AI may not fully comprehend. And you can kind of guide it in the right direction. So that's how I fix that problem. So yeah, it's incremental development. Because you could never just give one command to create the whole program. It's impossible. I mean, maybe one day, with enough context and training for a certain type of app, you could do that. But when you're custom coding something, what you're doing as you vibe code is you're training the AI at the same time. So Claude's got this new thing called memories, and you can put a hashtag in and you can give it a memory. So one of the things I do is I submit all my changes to Git and GitHub before and after any major coding session. And that way if Claude totally screws up, then I can always roll back to the previous version and just start again. So I just created a memory for that. I'm like, hey, Claude, every time we start coding on a new feature, I want you to push everything to Git and then start off fresh, because it doesn't need to know everything that you were doing before on this new feature. And you can clear the context. And then I created another memory for my note-taking system. And I told it that anytime it implements anything, I want it to document that implementation in my knowledge base, so I can always go back and refer to that documentation and study what it did and say, oh, okay, you know, it used the MVC pattern for this feature. So it's a whole new way of coding compared to what I grew up with. And it's so productive. Like I liken it to painting or drawing, because as an artist, if you've got a paintbrush or a pencil, you're creating at the speed of thought and you get into a flow. Well, the same thing you can do now with code and AI. Or writing. Say you're an author and you write books. You could simply dictate your thoughts to the computer and have it interact with you and write, like be your ghostwriter basically. So you don't just go to AI and say, write me a book, right? You have to learn how to use AI as a super productive typer that knows about writing and it knows about your style of writing, because maybe you trained it with some of your books that you've written in the past. And then you can just talk to it. So I don't really talk to Claude because sometimes I really need to think about the description that I'm giving it and how to properly state the problem so Claude will understand exactly what I'm talking about. And it'll be like, oh, got it. And it'll go off and do it. Because sometimes if it's not clear, it'll get caught up in this loop and it'll try and do things. And you're like, no, I didn't want that. But it was your fault because you didn't explain it correctly. So I've learned after doing a bunch of projects that it's really about the prompting and making sure that you're giving an accurate description about what you want done. So it's like anything else. You learn as you go. And I'm sure a year from now, I'm going to have all new systems of vibe coding. And I see this as my future, because, you know, just like regular coding, a lot of people, they can't get into this. They can't wrap their head around it. And a lot of traditional programmers, you know, they may be like photographers that were brought up on film. And they're like, I'm not having AI write my code. And that's fine. They can stay in the old world if they want. But I'm on the train. And I'm loving it. So last night, when I was coding, I watched the second Total Recall. I forget the actor's name. But, you know, the original one with Arnold, it was good. But the new one, it really paints a picture of the world we're living in right now. You know, we're not quite exactly where they are in the movie, but we're almost there. We're on the fringe of it. We're just right there on the edge of it. Because we got AI and we got robots, and pretty soon there's going to be robots all around you. You may even have a couple robots in your house doing your dishes, doing your clothes, doing all those tasks that you don't want to do. You know, chores around the house. You'll have your humanoid-like robot doing that stuff. Just like right now, I talk with Alexa all day long. And I'm like, hey, Alexa, remind me about this, remind me about that. Like just before I came out of my walk, I asked Alexa about BCAA. I said, tell me about BCAA. While I was making my water. And I said, I have a 24-ounce water bottle. How much should I put in? And she said, 1 tablespoon is a appropriate serving size that should mix well with your 24 ounces of water. And you should do that twice a day. And I said, okay, great. Each time I go out for my walk, I'll mix up some BCAA powder. And then she said, would you like to know other natural sources of BCAA in food? I said, sure. And she said, oh, well, you know, fish and eggs. And she kept on rattling off a bunch of stuff. And I was like, oh, thanks. Okay. Let's see what my steps are at. I feel like this is the last lap. Oh my, we're over. I'm turning around and going back. I'm at 39 right now. So today is going to be another record-breaking day. Probably close to 9,000, maybe even 10,000 steps. Definitely getting stronger, because I remember when I started, $6,000 was a lot. But now I blow past 6,000 easy. So, because I gotta go do my dumbbell workout. And then I gotta go to bed. It's already 9:19. So if I put in 16 minutes of dumbbell time, that's what I did this morning. I'm trying to get a little bit better every day. So yesterday I did 13. So we'll see how I feel. Even though I'm using light weights twice a day, gives you a good work. Oh, my door's locked. Twice a day, it gives you a good workout. So we'll see how I feel. Where's my key? Come on. Do it, Rocky, do it. I wish I hadn't worn this hat, though. I didn't want to get it all sweaty. That's why I like wearing my knit cap, because I can just throw that in the wash. Oh, I forgot my other hat. My water bottle's all caught up. Dun 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 dun. Come on. Got my cans of tuna. Oh. Okay, dumbbell time. Rocky's running with all the kids. Whew. Continue. Why did I hit that? Rocky grunts so much in this movie. All right. All right, let me switch the watch. So it ended up at 4. Come on. Continue. Okay, we're still live. Good. I had trouble connecting to my network, I guess. Okay. let's do the incline. Come on, walk. There we go. So I'm going to do a seated incline press here. There's a fly on my ceiling. I always get flies in here because I leave my door open. And they love hanging around my computer screen. And then I open the door for them and I say, come on, fly, let's go out. But they don't listen. And they keep on buzzing around my face. Oh, I didn't set my weightlifting mode on my watch. Let me do that. All right, now it's set. Okay, let's do some curls. Fifteen, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, I just thought of a new exercise. To do the wrists, do a curl up. Strengthen the wrists. Because working on the computer all day, I don't want to get that, what's it called? Is it tendonitis? No, not tendonitis. You know, where you get pain in your wrist. This is a good forearm workout too. Oh yeah, they're burning now. Okay. Now I'm gonna do bench. Okay, let's do some shoulder lifts.
To beat this guy, you need speed. You don't have it. And your knees can't take the pounding. So hard running is out. And you got arthritis in your neck. And you've got calcium deposits on most of your joints. So sparring is out. I had that problem. So what we'll be calling on is good old-fashioned blunt force trauma. Horsepower. Heavy-duty, cast-iron, pile-driving punches that will have to hurt so much they'll rattle his ancestors. Every time you hit him with his shot, just gotta feel like he tried kissing the express train.
17.
Yeah.
18.
Let's start building some hurting bombs.
20. 22. Okay, let's do it, Rocky. So Rocky was just doing that uppercut one, but he was doing it with like, I think 50 plus pounds. This one here. Did I do the punches yet? I don't think I did the punches yet. High five. Okay, let's do some lat raises. Okay, let's do some flies.
There's one thing I want you to do for me.
What?
Come here.
Hmm?
Win.
What are we waiting for? Take this!
All right. Let's do some over the head triceps. In the chair. Like cable pulls. Okay, let's do some triceps. Whew. Okay, 16 minutes. Let me just do my ab crunches here. Whew. All right. Good workout. 1754. 123 calories. Got a good sweat going. So my peak BPM today was, can't really read it, it's too small. 10,000, I broke 10,000 today. 10,284 steps. Good day, good day. Good day all around. All right, thanks for watching. Leave a comment, follow me, subscribe to me, like me, share me.